Hello, welcome to My Life on Paper. I am Brianna and I am so glad you are here. I am making a layout for the next big thing, and our prompt for today was to use uh, a collage of photos, something like that. Okay, so I went to Walgreens and I've already covered up to my photo. Okay, there we go. And I made this with one of their templates, just right on the app. And I'm pulling out just scraps of paper out of my stash. It's another concert video. Not that that should be a surprise. This is from January of this year, 2025, and it is the same concert I've been. Well, it was 3 nights of concert, so it's one of the other nights that I've been scrapping. And the background paper, and I apologize that I didn't show it right off the bat, is an old close to my heart where they like design the background paper so that you can just kind of slap pictures in, and your pictures didn't always match, or that kind of thing. So I am overlaying. There's gray to kind of matte photos. There's black to matte photos, and you'll be able to see. There you go. So the black is a little bit smaller, and I overlapped onto the gray, and this is going to work just great, I think. You'll have to let me know. So I'm going to make squares. I took the same pattern paper, and I sliced it into, I think they're 2.5, they could be 2.25 squares. And I just spaced them out on the left-hand side there. And then this is going to be minimally embellishment. Really, there's a lot going on here. It's got the 5 photos, taking up a lot of space, which is just fine. And so it doesn't need a lot else going on. I should mention I'm using these little tape runners. If you've been here before, you've heard me say this, but I'm reorganizing. Well, I've moved to a new craft room in my house, so I'm reorganizing, and then I came across some old adhesive. So I love my ATG adhesive gun, and I have plenty of adhesive for that too, but I want to use up some of these little ones. So I will get those down, and then I'll go back into my stash and grab out a whole bunch of notes. I've gathered. I go to a lot of concerts. I've gathered a lot of note stickers, um, and I did have. I think this is a collection from actually those are from Reminisce, but I'll bring out a different paper, and maybe it's not from Reminisce. Are Reminisce all glossy? Because these next ones I'm going to pull out are not glossy. Um, there's some more musical notes, and most of these are from Paper Studio from Hobby Lobby. But I find this is a cut apart sheet, um, and some of them aren't complete, and some of them are bigger than this 4x4. But I'm going to take 3 of them and overlap onto those um, 4 uh, squares, which you're not going to see much of, are you? I guess not. But a lot of squares going out, and I like the way this looks. Now, there is where it says in concert, it's not a complete, it's like the corner was cut off. And so on the back side is red musical notes, which I'm sure I've used on a lot of layouts. So I wanted to try to cover that somehow. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. That is a Reminisce sticker. I have a couple left from collections I've had in the past. And look at that one square. Its memories last a lifetime, and it's totally on its side. I don't know why I thought that was the way it was supposed to go. It's a microphone that's on its side too. I'm going to move those blocks around, and I will still not see that, and I will glue it down that way. And after the photo is taken, I fixed it. So I did move the in concert down because I thought it would be easier to cover up that right corner that's off. And then I do like the way this looks, so I'm going to adhere down and these are bigger, so I'm not sure. They might be 3x3, the squares here. And I'm going to get out the rest of these are like a glittery, nice size notes, musical notes, and I'm going to use all of them. So I've got them in 3 different places here. And then I don't want to use, I'm looking at different stuff, the stickers and that, but this has got like that kind of the beige look to it. There goes a bright red guitar. I really wasn't thinking about using that. I have probably another page I could use that on, but I'm really thinking I want to stay to more of the subtle colors. I mean, there's colors in the photo, and that's totally fine. But I didn't want to throw more colors into this. So I'm looking for something to be more um, subtle, I guess. Uh, and I find my 49 Market tickets and I have them in different colors and I have so many. You would not believe in this one, and I bet it doesn't even say, but there's like three rolls. There's a roll of stamps and two roll of uh these tickets. So I gotta start using those. And how perfect for a concert. Um, we don't have paper tickets anymore, although I have to tell you, I was to an event this weekend. It was called The Great Taste of the Midwest, and it's different craft beers. And they actually had paper tickets. It was quite something. I'm sure there's other events that have them too, um, but I'm going with these, and that's okay. And I should have a list in front of me. That's what I should do. I hate to have stuff in front of me because when like if I left these stamps or tickets out so that I wanted to use them more, they kind of disappear. Like I won't see them anymore. I wonder if I had a list. If I had a go-to list, I've got plenty of room to hang a list near me, and then I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've got tickets," and they can be put away, and I can go get them. I'll have to start a list. Might be a long list, and then I'll get overwhelmed and not look at it. But we'll see how that works. I'm willing to try things out. So I have now, I believe, used up all that sticker sheet of notes, and then I have these wooden titles. This might be paper studio as well. And I decide I'm going to put a little bit of black splatter on. I don't know if this was a good idea or not, but um but I do it anyway. And the splatter kind of bleeds, so it's not like little you have splatters with that are lopsided and stuff. It's fine. It I won't look at it twice next time. And that will finish the layout. So check out the playlist below, and until next time, may your memories always have a home on paper.